Jennifer, would you like to explain what an antiquarian book actually is?
By definition, an antiquarian book is a book that's 100 years old or older. So when I started book selling in 1989, a book that was like from 1889 would have been considered an antiquarian book. But now we're in 2010, so you could call a book from 1909 an antiquarian book. But sometimes if a book's really rare and a reprint or a limited edition, that can also come into the term antiquarian loosely. But I like to think of it as a book 100 years or older. So just to give you some examples, my oldest book in the bookshop isn't really on Egypt or Greece or Rome, but it's very cute, and it's a little tiny book called Children of God, and it was printed in 17, I've got to remember how to read Roman numerals, 1725, and it's a little early children's book. Very sweet, and it's even signed by Mary Cooper, the original owner, who looks to be about 9 if you go on the way kids write these days. So that's sort of an example of a real antiquarian book, and quite a rare one at that. Then you've got some of the larger ones on Egypt. I've got one here in French that I'm rather proud of, and it's called The History de l'Art, and I can't say it in French, but History of Art and Antiquities. And lovely gold, 24 karat gold, edging, nice cover. That's the sort of thing you're looking for when you're collecting. Nice woodcuts inside, very good condition, clear pages, really nice, well, we used to say etchings in my day, but really nice drawings. And this book, I think, was from about 1882, so that's well in the antiquarian genre. And this book, if you're interested, is $800. So just to give you an idea of what you should look for. But it's always a good thing to go for something that you really like. Don't just buy it because it's antiquarian, buy it because you really like it. Now, to give you an idea of another one that is quite a well-known book, you might have heard of it if you're interested in Egyptology, The Great Pyramid by David Davison and H. Aldersmith. Now, this has been rebound. I think it's a 12th edition from memory, but it's got some lovely views of the Great Pyramid, and this fits into what we used to call the pyramidology catalogue, where the English back in the 1800s were really interested in measuring the Great Pyramid and working out what happened to the world because of measurements in the Great Pyramid. And of course you go on with von Daniken and in the 20th century extrapolating from that. So this book here is $650, it's a 12th edition and extremely rare. But when you're collecting antiquarian books, always take into account that this has been rebound, so it's not original. So if you're paying a lot of money, if this was in original condition, it'd be worth $1,200. So always keep your eye open for that sort of thing. And if you want to learn more about antiquarian books, as usual, there's lots of things on my website, and I do sell internationally.